G'day guys and welcome back to Ados the Great YouTube channel. So guys, we finally have more from Samson. This dropped about 3 hours ago at the time of recording this in Australia. It's called What About Us. Very excited for this one, guys. I'm nearly over my illness, so that's great. And we're going to jump in and check this one out. So, yeah, let's get into it, guys. Also, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe if you're keen for more Samson. Let's go. If you give them an inch, they'll take a mile. Facts.
Don't tread on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie. It doesn't mean I'm gangster. It doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is in my hands only. I don't have
Good way to start, man. Good way to start.
on me. Those are words that I stand by, homie. It doesn't mean I'm gangster. It doesn't mean I'm country. It means that my life is in my hands only. I don't have money for security. I don't have armed guards that I keep snug around me. You don't think I deserve protection like you do, and that means you don't give a fuck about me. Gated community, that's what you live in. Hatred and mutiny, that's what we live in. So come down here and hang with us for a minute. See if you leave with the same fucking opinion.
I like where this is going, man. I really do. This needs to be addressed 100%. And I think we all know where this is heading.
Help me out if I get robbed. What if somebody were to beat up my mother? Who's gonna be there to save our lives? You? Nah, me, motherfucker. I'm the only one that's got my back. It's dog eat dog, these are not no cats. There's cops in Michigan that can't even respond to the calls because the cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they're the right. Because the cars ain't got no gas.
Michigan sheriff won't send cops to non-life-threatening. Wow. You are joking. What? Wow. Oh, my God. That's pathetic.
They can't even respond to the calls because the cars ain't got no gas. Great. Police don't have any fuel. You don't know if they'll arrive when you call them. The babies are starving. My girlfriend can't find a tampon, and yet somehow you and I are the problem. Somehow. I've never bought a gun without having my background scanned and approved. The only loophole I've seen on a gun is the one that you put a fucking lanyard through. It's not true that you can go to the store and just swipe your card and get a Glock and run. It's funny, the people that say that shit have literally never even shot one. Dumbass. Hey, Matthew McConaughey. Shut the fuck up. Just because you've murdered people on screen doesn't mean you know shit about guns, you dumb fuck. What, you worried about us? What about all of those violent movies that you played? How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me?
Wow, okay. I wasn't expecting that.
All of those violent movies that you played. How about you go talk to Alec Baldwin before you start telling me what to do, okay? Uvalde, I was horrified by it. That's your hometown, you were born right by it. It probably cuts deep, and I hope that it does, because you work in an industry that glorifies violence. It's more your fault than it will ever be mine. The Lord only knows how many crimes that you've influenced throughout your whole career, because I've seen you kill people plenty of times. What do you think is going to cause a shooting? A YouTube video of a gun review? Or a Hollywood murder scene that seems so realistic it looks like it's from the news? So next time that you want to point your finger with a stupid opinion and chime in with it, remember, it ain't me that they're trying to be like, dog. It's you that they're trying to mimic. I feel way more safe in a place where the people are legally armed. If something happens like a mass shooting, I have a way less chance of being lethally harmed. A criminal is gonna think twice if he knows everybody is a piece underneath their clothes. And Mayor Lightfoot will probably tell you different, but have you seen Chicago? And no, before you ask, I don't want to be like Canada either, and I don't want to be like Australia. I'm sick of everybody using them as a humanity meter.
Okay, as an Aussie, look, I've seen the gun laws here work, but I also have I've also, sort of opened up to gun laws and how important it is to actually have a gun. Now, before I was all, shouldn't have a gun, let's get rid of guns, blah, blah, blah. But now I was talking to someone that does shooting here in Australia, not that sort of shoot, but they go to gun conventions and do all that sort of stuff. And surprise, surprise, we have that here in Australia. He came to me and he said, look at it this way. I work at a fuel station here in Australia, and a lot of them get robbed. He said, if you had a gun behind the counter, you wouldn't have to worry about someone coming in with a knife. That's facts. That's true. He also said, put it this way: you go into a bank, the bloke comes in, says, "Put your hands up." You know, everybody puts their hands up. You give everybody in that bank a gun. Robber comes in, put your hands up. They all draw their guns. Who's going to win that fight? I can tell you right now, it's not the robber. So talking to people, I have, opened my mind a bit about the whole gun things. I think if Australia were to bring it in or back in, that everybody could gain access to a firearm. I think there'd have to be some sort of I don't know, caution sort of tread in giving them all guns. But I definitely do think that more guns are probably beneficial. I will see what Samson says about Australia, but I'm definitely going towards the pro-gun sort of side of things. I'm not going to lie. I used to be extremely anti-guns. Now I'm slowly moving over to the other side. But I want to see what Samson's got to say about Australia.
Daily, I'm sick of everybody using them as the humanity meter. There's a reason that they can do whatever they want to their citizens, like fucking throw them in camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, because they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make
I
us
will
do
say,
shit.
This one I do disagree with Samson. The
Shit, because they know that they
this
can't.
Howard Springs thing.
Like
So
fucking throw
that
them in.
you guys are getting pretty dodgy information from that. It was not how the media portrayed it to be. It was actually quite a good quarantine center. People got it was like living in hotels. People actually enjoyed going there. I'm telling you that right now. So it wasn't as bad as people made it out to be. The media made it out to be worse than it actually was. This is coming from somebody that lives in Australia. So don't listen to what you hear on the news. Please don't listen to what you hear on the news. This wasn't as bad as the mainstream media made it out to be.
Camps. And there's a reason that our government doesn't even try that shit, because they know that they can't. If you don't think for one split second that if we didn't have our Second Amendment, the government wouldn't overstep its boundaries and make us do shit even when we're against it, you're out of your mind. I don't give a damn where you stand or how or what you vote. That's dandy and fine if you trust Uncle Sam, but I, for one, fucking don't. And why would I? What have they done? Give me a reason for me to believe them. They want to trade me a little security in exchange for a big-ass piece of my freedom. They don't want to take away guns because they care about you and they want to keep you safe at night. They want to take away guns because it's easy to control people if they don't have any way to fight. Hey buddy, what your little AR-15 gonna do when the government comes to take it? Well, Ukraine started handing out rifles to all of their citizens when the Russians
That
invaded.
is factual. That is true. The Ukrainian government also let out criminals of the prisons and gave them guns to fight. I mean, I'm just saying, guns may play a bigger part in our safety than the far left would like you to think. I'm just putting that out there.
But what about that? I thought it wouldn't help. I guarantee that it'd be better than nothing. I hope it never does, but if the day comes, I bet that you're gonna wish that you had something. This is the only country on earth where the people have real strength. And nowadays, with all the shit going on, it's the only thing that makes me feel safe. If there's anything that I've learned in the past couple of years looking back at the pandemic, all of the shit that we have is fragile, and it could snap at any second. Fuck all of the politicians. I don't trust anything they say. Take the word gun out of gun control, and that's all that it is at the end of the day.
That was a clean line. That was a clean line. He's like, man, I don't trust any of the politicians. I don't trust any word that they say. You take the word gun out of gun control, and that's what they have.
The word gun out of gun control, and that's all that it is at the end of the day. I don't give a fuck how crazy you think that I look or I sound when I say this shit, but our Second Amendment's the only thing that stands between us and a dictatorship.
Okay, give him credit. That's facts. That's facts.
And as for the kids, I'm not a security expert, so I won't act like one. But I think that if we can send over $50 billion to Ukraine, we could surely spend that much, or more, or less, here in our own country to fortify our schools and make them more secure so that every kid can get an education safe and sound. Place several trained armed guards in every school across America. You know, real men.
And pay them correctly. If you're going to give them access to a weapon and potentially put them in danger, pay them correctly. I can guarantee you will get more people wanting to do this job if they were paid correctly.
Who won't stand by for 45 minutes in the hallway while a shooting unfolds in front of their own eyes. And pay them well, too. There's veterans that need the work.
What did I just say? I promise you I have not seen this. I haven't seen this, but I do get frustrated when our countries, and this is Australia included, because it really drives me insane, when our countries send money overseas to other countries that are struggling. Fuck me. We are struggling. Look at the farmers in Australia when we didn't have rain. My dad's a farmer up in central to North Queensland. His farm is just as dry as anything. Well, they don't get rain out there. He needs water in his dams, and the government don't do anything to help our farmers that put money into the economy. It drives me nuts. We send that money overseas when it should be used in our own damn countries. Oh, that's all I'm going to say on that one. But Samson, keep it going.
Why not protect our kids the same way that we protect you? Politicians are protected by guns. Celebrities are protected by guns. Every important person that walks this earth is protected by a gun. But our kids, they're important, just not as much as you.
They're our future. That was clean. All right, that's pretty much it. Absolutely love this track from Samson. You know, he brought up a lot of stuff that needed to be said, and I agree with it. I really do, man. You know, shout out to Samson. He always spits the truth. People are not going to like this track, but you know what? Screw them. People don't like the truth, and that's the frustrating thing. So I hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. Thank you all so much for your support. Thank you so much for watching this one. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments below. Sorry I went on a little bit of a bloody ramble about all of this. I'm very passionate about farmers in Australia. That's why I wanted to get my 2 cents in. Yeah, that is going to wrap it up for me, though, guys. Thank you all so much once again. Hit that like button, hit that sub button, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks, guys.